Geek Nation, I'm George, and this is That Geek Show, the show where we talk about the latest and greatest trending topics from the worlds of movies, TV, gaming, tech, and collecting. We're coming to you live every Monday night right here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here at MCE. And with me, as always, to break down the latest and greatest trending topics is my man, the statue fanatic Calvin. What's up?
What's going on, guys? How's it going today?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Doing all right? Cool. All right. And then always ready to pop off at the mouth is my man, the pop knight, Seth. What's up, Seth?
What's up? What's up, guys?
Great, man. All right. And then lastly, protecting Mamas Arroz con Gandules is that man, the Captain Puerto Rico, Eric. What's up, Eric?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I like my tostones también, which are fried plantains. Okay, so don't forget those. I got to protect those too.
All right, cool. All right, man. So I got my cards ready. So let's go about what we're talking about tonight. All right, so first up, the first topic we're going to be talking about is Ant-Man and the Wasp. What are our predictions? The movie's about to come out. So we're going to talk a little bit about the movie and see what we think is going to happen. All right? And then moving on, the next topic, Sideshow is released new images of their X-Men line. This all started out with the Wolverine and the Magneto last year, but now they gave us images on Emma Frost, Rogue, Mystique, Juggernaut. There's a bunch of them coming out. So what do we think about the line so far, and where do we think it's going? So that's the topic there. And finally, we're going to San Diego Comic-Con in a couple weeks. That's 2018 SDCC. We're going to be coming to you live from there, showing you all kinds of things. We're going to cover every nook and cranny of that convention, and we're excited to go. So what are we expecting to see there? What do we want to see there? We're going to talk about that. So that's basically what we're going over. You guys ready for this? You guys ready to get geeky?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so first topic is Ant-Man and the Wasp. This movie is about to come out. So before we actually get into what we think about this so far, let's take a look at the final trailer that they released about a couple of days ago. So here it is.
Scott, we unleashed something powerful. We need your help.
I do some dumb things, and the people I love the most pay the price.
Maybe you just need a partner.
I heard stories. She walks through walls like a ghost. The only chance we've got is both of you. You ready?
Hi.
I wish I had a suit. Even just a suit with no powers.
Follow my lead. Watch this.
Oh, you got pins!
Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp.
My abuelita had a jukebox in a restaurant, only played Morrissey. She'd be like, oh, ¿no te gusta más? You know, Chicanos, we call them más. If anybody complained, she'd be like, adios.
I thought we could use some help. Everywhere July 6th. Get tickets now.
Man, not for nothing, but that Mexican music playing in there throws me off a lot. I got to show that to my wife.
It hits home, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, first question, man. Did you guys get your tickets already? Are you guys ready to see this?
I haven't got tickets yet, but I'm going to go see it.
I haven't got tickets yet either.
No, we haven't. We're slacking.
We're slacking, but why are we slacking? That's the question here. You know, I was very pumped to see, Infinity War, even Black Panther when that came out. I got my tickets, right when they said, "Hey, the tickets are available." So why do you think we're slacking on Ant-Man and Wasp? And do you think everybody else is slacking on Ant-Man and Wasp?
I think we're dealing with the situation of, Infinity War. It's 10 years in the making, so that's an event. Black Panther was an event. Here is just round 2 of Ant-Man, which is nothing wrong with that, but we know what we're getting into. So there's no sense of like, man, I got to see this. It's more of a palate cleanser after seeing such a epic movie. I think that's the whole point for Ant-Man and the Wasp. So maybe that's why it's not as hyped, or we're not as hyped.
What do you think,
Yeah,
Seth?
I kind of agree with Eric on that. I think people are still trying to, get over the struggle of Infinity War. But, but in my opinion, I think the one thing that's really confusing people if this is going to be pre-Infinity War or post-Infinity War, and I think that could also be throwing a lot of people off.
What do you guys think about that? Do you think how is it going to fit into Infinity War?
I mean, to be honest with you, I think, like we were talking about it earlier today at work. I think it's going to be post Infinity War, and I think that the quantum realm that he escaped in the first movie, just throwing this out there, see if it sticks. If maybe at the end of the movie he goes back to the quantum realm and finds all the people and all the rest of the Avengers that disappeared at the end of Infinity War.
Oh, that's a stretch.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I hadn't thought that far into that. I thought maybe this is happening at the same time, and we might actually see some people in this movie disappear because they're happening at a parallel time. Like, they just wasn't fighting in the Infinity War, but this was happening all at the same time that Thanos was destroying the world.
Okay.
I think this movie is going to take place before Infinity War. I think Ant-Man has always been like a bridge between movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there might be clues towards Infinity War, but I think this is going to take place before Infinity War happens.
Directly before, or like you mean
directly before Infinity War happens, and then you might see some of the towards the end of the movie, you might see some of the pieces falling into place. But I think it takes place before because it makes no sense for Hank to not be involved in such a crazy event because he's under house arrest.
Dark Mustafa came up with a really good point. He said the tech in the film will probably be utilized maybe by Tony Stark.
How would it be utilized by Tony? Is Tony Stark in the movie?
No, but he's just throwing it, throwing out there that they might use, maybe, going, like I said, going back to the whole quantum realm thing, that might, I'm telling you, it might seem like a far stretch, but it might be very plausible. That's all I'm saying.
These questions also for you guys in the chat too. So we're gonna be monitoring the chats. Obviously, Seth just picked that up right there. Calvin's also gonna be looking at it as well. So you're welcome to chime in with your guys' thoughts as well. I have a feeling, or my thoughts about it is that I think it's gonna be happening alongside Infinity War, and that's why he wasn't there to fight in the battle. So I'm almost expecting at the end for there to be a kind of a sad ending, kind of similar to what we saw with Infinity War there. I'm thinking anyway. But what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think they're gonna bite the proverbial infinity dust at the end?
I think if they merge it towards the end of the movie, where it lines up with Infinity War, you might see the Wasp dying and Ant-Man staying. That's my.
I don't think I could take that. I like Hope Van Dyne.
If they merge it, like at the end, I think you might want to lose one of the two. But with the whole dust thing, are they really gone? I mean, come on.
Take the dad. He don't do anything.
Hey man, you leave Michael Douglas alone, man.
He improves the technology. We need him.
Love Michael Douglas.
Oh, take the Ant-Man then. I don't know.
No, I gotta go with Eric on that one. I think there's a good chance that the Wasp probably eats it, and then Ant-Man assembles with the rest of the other Avengers, and they pick up from there.
Well, in the comics, the character of the Wasp would be, at this point, it would be what is her name, Janet Van Dyne. She was one of the founding members of the Avengers. So, do you think that she might take the lead? I mean, we haven't seen Michelle Pfeiffer yet in the trailer. That's another question I have. Why do you think we haven't seen any images of her really in any of the trailers? They've completely omitted her.
Well, because they don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, we know she's there.
Well, I mean, we know because we saw she was casted, but I mean, it's kind of a big spoiler for them to say hey, we're gonna find my wife.
Yeah, true.
You're gonna find your mom. I don't think they should do that. I hate when they do that.
So we're talking about time travel here, or what?
No, we're talking about going into I forget the name of it.
Quantum realm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Funko actually spoiled it already. So they had.
I don't believe anything Funko puts out.
Hold on there. Hold on there, Slick. Hold your horses, all right? So they put out Ant-Man and the Wasp Pops.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually put out Hank Pym in his Ant-Man suit, or unless he gets a new suit in the movie. And they also had a pop come out with Janet Van Dyne in a suit too. So,
well, that could be just like a flashback that they have them in the suit.
Could very well be. I'm just saying. Spoiler.
I mean, they do things with the trailers just to mess with you. Like, for example, with the Hulk, he was in that sequence where they were running in Wakanda. He wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there. Well, he was there. He was just getting his ass whooped. But he was.
And then to go further on your theory of as far as Funko Pops, there was like this thing going around that actually the Hulk was supposed to, actually get angry when he was inside the Iron Man or the Hulkbuster and pop out. And then I think there's a pop out like that. There's a pop.
I have it. It's back there on my wall. Oh, pop.
So but maybe that was in the cards, and then they decided to switch it. So
when they do something like that, Seth, does that make the pop a fail pop or something like that it becomes worth more because it just wasn't accurate?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, in my case, yeah, I wish it did because it would just boast the value of my collection, which would be great for me. But I mean, no, I don't think so, man. I think like you always say, if people want something, they'll go out and get it. I mean, I wanted to collect the whole Infinity War line, so it was just one that I had to get out. I mean, it is a really cool pop, but yeah, I don't think that holds any water or any weight or anything like that.
Well, last question about the Ant-Man. So we saw in this trailer, it seems to be like they're focusing very much on the comedy. Thor Ragnarok caught crazy heat for being too funny. So, and the last Ant-Man movie had its share of funny moments. Do you think that this movie is going to be over-the-top humor, or are they going to follow with the first one and, have a good balance? 'Cause I think the first one was done very well, actually. I had a good time watching that movie. What do you think, Calvin?
No, I thought the first one was done well, too. But, I mean, based on this guy's character and everything, it has to be somewhat humorous. That's kind of like his thing, though. I mean, it's not a movie where you took it that serious. So if it became some dark movie, I don't think I would enjoy it as much if they turned dark on this.
True.
Well, I think because of how dark Infinity War was, they wanted to kind of get people back in the cheerful spirits. So I think that's why this is going to be a little bit more on the comedic, lighthearted, family friendly, comedy movie. So I mean, I think it's just to re-engage the audience, just to give them something to be somewhat happy about, rather than losing all their favorite Marvel characters in Infinity War.
There was a giant Hello Kitty Pez. Come on.
I know.
No, he got Pez, man.
Dude, the music, like I said earlier, it's throwing me off. And they did that in the first one, too. They have this music that you wouldn't expect to see in a hero movie like that, in a superhero movie. So I really can't wait to show my wife that movie so she can tell me what song that was.
They're going to have to agree with Seth. I think they're going with the whole palate cleanser thing because of the whole,
too dark.
Darkness of the last epic movie that just came out, the Infinity War. But, I mean, I love the first Ant-Man. I think Paul Rudd is hilarious. I like his delivery. I have no problem with the movie being funny. I have no problem with Thor. People just like to complain about things. People complain about the second one. That was a bad movie. But the third one was amazing. It was colorful. It was funny. They have their formula. They know what they're doing. And they realize that the first couple of Thors were not as successful as the other movies, and they needed to try something new. And it worked. Right. Not for everybody, but for the majority of people.
It worked at the box office, though.
It did.
Ant-Man in Civil War was just fantastic. He's like, "Here's your shield, Captain America." It's like.
I actually watched an interview, and that whole sequence where he's like this and really excited to see Captain. He said that he felt like that because he's finally part of the group, and he sees all these heroes together standing by him. So he was actually excited to be there. So that was why it came off so natural.
That's pretty cool. That's one dude I would actually like to meet, maybe have a beer with one day, man. Paul Rudd's a trip, man. That guy's cool.
He seems like a down-to-earth type of guy.
He does. All right, so let's move on to the next topic. Sideshow has been released, or they're re-releasing the X-Men. So I got some images of what the X-Men characters look like. This all started with the Wolverine, and that one's actually coming out here very soon. We have Magneto also. When I see these characters, I hear that X-Men music, man. I'm like, dun, 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 and it's Awesome. Love this stuff.
Na, 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 na.
We got Mystique. There's also the Juggernaut that they talked about. They have the White Queen, Emma Frost. And then finally at the end, they brought us Rogue. And I think that that they are all looking very well, in my opinion. So what do you guys think about this line so far? Are you guys happy with what they've been doing?
What do you think, Seth?
Well, I mean, some of them, in my opinion, actually do look the portraits, I should say, look a little bit on the manly side. So instead of Emma Frost, it looks more like Emmett Frost. So
that's messed up, Seth.
Dude, that's why she has the thing around her neck, bro. She's hiding that Adam's apple.
Oh my God!
I think Emma looks good. I like her
looks good in my
face. I
opinion,
think she
too.
looks sexy. I think she just looks like, I'm in control of the situation. She just has that profile.
Yeah. The first portrait, the one that came out first, I think that looks better than that exclusive portrait, though. But then they released the art print. Man, that's the portrait they should have on her. Man, that art print is amazing.
That art print is pretty good.
Yeah, the art print is cool.
The art print looks very nice, and they did the same thing with Rogue. And then I'm wondering if they're going to come out with the exclusive portrait for Rogue to match up with her art print, because the art print has more of a classic 90s Jim Lee style look to her, whereas the one that I saw on the statue looks more of like a modern version of Rogue. So, but I think they're looking actually pretty good. So,
I want to see that Juggernaut, man. That Juggernaut looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that they're releasing the Juggernaut. Calvin, you made a comment earlier that they're focusing on the same characters over and over again. Juggernaut's an example where they're kind of moving off and bringing out somebody that hasn't been done before.
Which is nice. I'm glad they're actually doing that, because they are like recycling the same character. I don't know how many more Wolverines and Magnetos we can get, man.
Yeah, I know. I agree, and I like Wolverine, but man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so many characters out there. We've only seen like one Psylocke character, maybe two, I think, from them. I'm not sure. Jubilee, is that ever going to happen? There's a lot of other characters, man. No one can pretty much afford the Gambit character from way back when, so I'd like to see that guy again. But yeah, same characters.
I'd like to see a Colossus.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be definitely a good one.
That was part of the original line. They did Colossus when they did the first premium format run, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have they announced this is all they've announced so far?
Mostly now they've announced what I've showed you is what they've announced so far. They did have a silhouette of a bunch of the female X-Men, but they haven't announced fully who they're all going to be. One of them I know is supposed to be X-23 from the silhouette. So
that would be nice.
Yeah.
When they put all a group of all statues like together to form a scene, that they call that like a diorama, right?
Well, diorama is one statue that forms a scene, and sometimes there are a couple that can connect together, but the bases have to unite and make one scene all together.
See, me personally, I would like to see the Colossus Wolverine combination where they do the fastball, where Colossus is throwing Wolverine. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be kind of cool. That
would be cool. Yeah. So, what about some of the characters you guys want to see made? Because, have they ever done a Cable before?
No, this is gonna be. They did announce the Cable premium format coming, so that I forgot to throw that in, but they didn't show a picture of it. They just showed they have the text, so that's coming. But considering that XM Studios made a Cable, it'd be cool if Sideshow would move on to a different line so that we don't have competing statues like that. But I guess there has to be, right?
I'd like to see a Cyclops.
Like to see a Cyclops?
Yeah, I'd like to see. I mean, but like, what is it? They have what's the Cyclops? I'm thinking of the series, where he's got the dark, where he's all black and he's got the red X, and then I forgot what series that is.
Oh, that's where he's kind of evil, I think.
Yeah, I like that. I like that Cyclops. That one's pretty badass.
I don't think that's Phoenix Force. I can't remember what that is. You know what that is, Calvin?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I was looking at the chat. Dark Mufasa said that he thinks that they're going to be or was it Bronx Collection said he thinks there's going to be a Gambit, Proto, and a Flash at the at San Diego Comic Con. That would be nice to see a Gambit. To see a reveal at San Diego would be nice.
That would be sweet. That's where I first saw the Wolverine last year when I was at San Diego Comic Con. So, and I like it. I got that on order. I can't wait to see that one.
Oh, so. Roy got the answer. It's the Cyclops is from Marvel now.
But it is Phoenix Force.
Oh, it is Phoenix Force. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I just like that loot. I like that suit on him. It just looks badass in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really cool. I know which one you're talking about. That would be a cool statue.
Yeah.
I mean, even a Beast. Have they done a Beast yet?
Yes, I haven't seen a Beast.
Sideshow has not done one. Didn't they?
I don't think so.
Do one. It was their diorama. They did a Beast in the when they did the diorama collection of statues.
Okay.
I think Beast was one of them, but not a PF format.
A Beast one, kind of like hanging upside down, would be kind of cool.
Yeah, that would be dope. There's a lot of X-Men that they haven't touched on. You know, I know they've done an Apocalypse, but you know, other characters like Forge,
Bishop.
Yeah, Bishop would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be something really cool to see. But again, they haven't even touched on the males yet, other than Wolverine and Magneto. So I'm curious to see after they get done with revealing all of these females, you know, who we're going to see coming up next after that.
I'm sure we're going to see Storm. There's probably no way they're not going to do Storm.
I don't know. I don't think she was part of that reveal because I think from those silhouettes, at least what they showed, there was clearly Rogue, Mystique, Emma Frost, X-23, and then there's one in there that I couldn't make out. So it could be Storm. Maybe they thought it was Storm and it ended up being White Queen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dark Mustafa said Mr. Sinister would be nice.
Yeah, that would be a cool one.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
You forget about honestly, like we all get lost like caught up in all the stuff because like we see like all the common characters all the time, and we forget about a lot of the other characters that are part of that universe, and there are some really cool characters.
True.
Yep.
So of the line that's out right now, what's your favorite looking one? What's your favorite one?
Seth, what's yours? Huh?
I like Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh, what's your favorite female one? Seth?
Oh, my favorite female one. I'd have to go to Rogue. I'd have to go to Rogue on that one.
Mine's Emma Frost, man.
Is Emma Frost?
It's Emmett Frost.
You're such a jerk.
There've been some pretty shady comments about Emma Frost.
Oh my god, you would. I've read some.
Yeah.
Just read some. Not just Emma Frost, but a few of the other ones.
Yeah, I have to agree. I like the way Rogue looks. Rogue does look pretty cool. I want to see more of that.
Boom.
So we want to see more of that. Well, all right. So we're gonna be going to SDCC here in 2 weeks. San Diego Comic-Con is upon us, and it's all over the place. Everybody's releasing their exclusives here and there. We're getting word as to who's going to be at what panel. As we know that Marvel is not going to be showing there for their films. I think they're only going to be there in a TV aspect.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah. So what are we most excited to see at San Diego Comic-Con this year? What do you guys think?
Heroes in a half shell. Well, statues, yeah, but there's these 7-inch figures that NECA's putting out from the quarter scale Ninja Turtles. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool about the 7-inch ones that they're doing, they're actually putting out a diorama, an entire stage type diorama to put those to display them in, which looks really cool. So I am definitely looking forward to picking that up.
Nice.
Geez, I wonder what I want to see.
Oh my god.
Want to see that Funko? Yeah, they got some really badass stuff coming out. They've got a 3-pack of all chrome Flash. They've got the Red Hood coming out, which is awesome. I'm glad they finally came out with a new character from Batman. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so many. My head's still spinning from all that stuff. So, while you guys will be at the con, I'll be running around to the stores trying to pick up all the shared exclusives because I'm too chicken shit to get on a plane. So,
Yeah, this will be my first con, man. This is gonna be freaking amazing.
I'm actually looking forward to some of the panels, man. I saw that Sony is going to be there for the first time. I don't know about the first time, but for the first time in kind of full strength since 2013, and they're going to have Venom that they're going to be talking about in Hall H. So I think that's going to be kind of cool. I'm also excited about the Weta booth. Last year when I was there, Weta had this really cool Lord of the Rings display, and they have they usually have makeup artists there, and you can sit in, and they make you up to look like an orc or a dwarf or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was pretty
awesome.
neat. So
I want to look like a hobbit.
And then I'm also really excited about the video game section. I know Xbox is going to be back, and so is Blizzard. Both of those booths were pretty amazing last year, so I'm looking forward to see what that's going to be about.
Lewis is talking about trailers that they'll possibly be showing there. The Aquaman, the Wonder Woman 84, and Shazam.
Yeah. Hey, if they're gonna do the Wonder Woman 84, then I am definitely looking forward to seeing Gal Gadot show up if she's gonna be there.
That would be you and everybody else, my man. You and everybody else.
So you got to get into those panels, George. You got to get in those panels and leak those trailers so we can see them.
Yeah, that's gonna be my mission. Eric, you should be coming, bro. You should be coming with us, man.
I know that next time for sure. You offered me the opportunity, and I
see now that the possibility of Gal Gadot being there. I mean, Eric's probably kicking himself right now.
Yeah, literally, I hate myself right now.
I need you in my life, woman.
Can we change the subject, please? Thank you.
Someone's a little salty.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to see at the convention? If you were to go to the convention, Eric, what would you?
Well, I'm a big Hot Toys fan, so I would immediately gravitate towards the Sideshow booth just to see the figures displayed up and close. I always kept an eye out for the summer exclusives, which this year I believe is the Anakin Evil version, which by the way sold out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pick it up though. So
yeah,
if you want
can
that,
pick it up because it's already gone from the online store, and I think they're doing like a Tron Iron Man. But there's so many variants on Iron Man, and that's the one thing that I hate about Hot Toys is they make like 37 versions of Iron Man.
Yeah, they do.
It's like there's so many other properties. Make other stuff. They recently announced the Matrix one a couple of months ago, and I haven't seen anything released on that. So
hey, Dark Mufasa said he'll take your spot at Comic-Con, man.
Yeah, well, there you go. You can have it.
What are they going to put out?
A lot of cons, so I enjoy those as well.
To let you know about the exclusives, anyway, last year when I went, the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives were all sold out before I went to the Sideshow booth, and when I went there were still some available. So
that's cool.
Yeah, so if you wanted one of those, man, just let me know, and I'll pick it up.
I got the hookup, guys.
There you go.
The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Last year I grabbed one of those variant Iron Man figures.
I think it was like Bones or something like that.
It was
right?
Bones, yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool because you like separate it.
Yeah, I actually have that. Yeah,
that's actually cool. Unique.
Yeah, that was actually pretty unique.
I overpaid for that. They had it at Universal, and I ended up paying way too much for it.
Bro, what happens to us when we go to these parks is because I get there and I'm like, man, I know I could buy this thing outside for so much less, and I don't care. I'm there. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, it's my first time there, and I saw it. It was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. He was broken apart, looked pretty awesome, and I paid way too much money.
All right, so if we had our opportunity to meet a celebrity at San Diego Comic-Con, who would you want to meet? We all know who Eric wants to meet.
You guys think I'm going to say Gal Gadot, but that's incorrect.
Really? All right, who you want to meet?
But I'll let you guys answer.
See, the problem is that I think me and Eric are thinking the same thing since we're both fans.
That's
so
correct.
Yeah. So me and Eric would probably want to meet Chris Evans, Captain America. So
Seth, 10
but he's not going to be there though.
I know he's
not.
I know, but you put it as hypothetical.
Yeah,
that's true. Hypothetical. I did say that. Okay, that's my fault.
I gotta get my Captain America on. You see my tat.
All right, so let me rephrase the question then. For the guys that are going to be at the convention, I don't know if you guys been keeping up on who's going to be there and everything, and who would you want to meet?
For who's going to be there currently?
Yeah.
Do they actually do that? They have photo sessions and things at San Diego Comic-Con?
They do for you do have signings for comic artists. They also have other artists in different booths, and then they have these panels, and they allow the fans, if you take and sign up for it early, you can go up there and get a poster or something signed by the cast of a TV show or a movie.
Oh, that's awesome!
Right.
Yeah.
From the comic standpoint, I've always wanted to meet him. I've been a fan, McFarlane, and I've never met him. I've collected his stuff for years, and he's gone to different shows that I never got the opportunity to go. So he's going to be there. So if I get an opportunity to meet him, I'll probably purchase something and get him to sign it.
Dude, I will go with you. That's a good one.
If the cast from the Walking Dead is there, I'd like to meet them.
That'd be interesting. I don't know if they're going to be there or not. I know that they're going to have the cast.
They have a
from...
panel.
They have a panel?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'd like to meet them. I mean, that show for me has been been on point. So I mean, I would like to meet Norman Reedus and Andrew Lincoln. I mean, those guys. I mean, they're the characters and the way they portray them. I mean, it's just amazing. So I would really like the opportunity to get to meet them.
Yeah, the panels. I even read on the on the blog that Netflix, almost all of the shows will have a panel, actors from the panel, the shows there on the panel.
That'd be pretty cool. I know that they're going to have Cloak and Dagger is going to be there.
Yeah,
the cast from that, they're going to be there.
Luke Cage going to be there?
I don't know. I don't know if Luke Cage is going to be there. I know they're going to have some Marvel from Netflix going to be there, but I don't know.
Do you know where Luke Cage is going to be? He's going to be at SuperCon, and you're going to meet him.
That's right.
So no worries.
Was that why you said that, Seth?
Me? No, I would never.
Never, right? Of course not.
It's like in a couple of weeks, so
I like the Luke Cage show. I'm actually watching it right now, the second season.
Yeah, I have yet to turn that on yet. I something about it, just I have not been able to hit the play button. There's always something else. I'm like, oh, I'd rather watch that.
Yeah.
George, I got to take you up on that offer, and it's not going to be for a Hot Toys. Alex Ross is going to be there.
Oh yeah.
I have the image in the background, but if you can't see it, this is currently
the Captain America
sold out. I think it's like $200.
Right.
You manage to score one of these, give you the money and a little fee, finder's fee. I would appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do, man.
But that one is supposed
it's already sold out on Sideshow?
I think it was. I don't know if it was through Sideshow or through his website directly. It might have been through Sideshow. I'm not sure, but wherever I clicked, it said sold out or waiting list. There's a waiting list.
There's a waiting list. I saw that too. I actually got an email that I guess that was from his website to sign up for a waiting list.
Yeah, I saw that, and it's actually a take on the Iron Man comic right there. I mean, I usually put the stuff on the back of my TV, but that's kind of hard to see. But
I can see it.
But yeah. It was pretty cool. It got my attention.
All right. I'll check that out.
It's Captain America, man. How can it not get your attention?
So that answers my next question to you. If there was one exclusive that you can get at the convention, what would you get? So obviously it's that Alex Ross piece. No, that's cool. No, I like his work. His artwork is awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good question, man. If there was one exclusive that you could get, that is a good question, man. I would have to say it's going to be Funko related. I mean, I don't know. The anticipation's building.
Of course.
I actually think that I would like to get that 3-pack of the Flash, the Chrome, where it's red, silver, and gold. I think that would be pretty cool to get your hands on.
So with Funko, let me make sure I understand this. You have to get in a raffle to get the opportunity to get in line to buy something that may be sold out by the time you get there.
You are correct, sir.
Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a whole lottery system that you've got to register for, and then you get in. You have to actually go into a lottery for the day and the time slot that you want to get in there. And then basically it's a crapshoot if they draw your number. I've been very unsuccessful in that with some of the cons that I went to that they've been at. Mm-hmm. And I haven't had any luck. And it kind of sucks because by the time you are able to get in the booth, all the stuff you want's gone. So,
wow.
What about you, Calvin?
I'm not sure yet, man. This will be my first con, so I'm like a little overwhelmed, like a kid in a candy store, like let's go here, let's go do this, and then I'm like, oh, remember you got to take some pictures too. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just looking forward to having a good time.
True.
You're gonna be working and having fun, okay? So don't make it sound that bad. Right? We don't feel bad for you.
Such a terrible life.
Dark Mufasa does not feel bad for you.
Yeah, but yeah, it'd be awesome.
I gotta admit, man, I'm actually kind of looking at that Anakin Skywalker Hot Toys figure.
So now you got to pick 2 up.
Yeah.
Anakin Skywalker. I like that.
I am kind of liking it though. I mean, that is
pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
Like the portrait is on point.
Exactly. You know, I think I'll make my decision once I'm there and looking at it in one of the displays. Last year, I almost pre-ordered the what was that Overwatch character they had there? It was this huge.
Oh,
robot.
Diva.
Yeah. I almost came home with her. I almost came home with the rest of Overwatch just because those statues are sick. So,
and they're so good and so cheap. They're like appropriately priced, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's good detail. And
so the fact that we get to be there on preview night, we get to scope out a lot of stuff and kind of like, you know, get the lay of the land for the next 4 days or whatever. So that'll be awesome.
So while you're there on preview night, you basically get to like text me and make fun of me. Like, look here, sucker, this is what I get. You ain't getting nothing. Be like, you wanted to sit home? That's what you get.
just George, talk to the right people and be like, hey man, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. Go ahead and save me one of those.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slip them a 5.
Slip them a 5.
A 500. You gotta slip them more than a 5.
That $5 bill gets you places.
God.
That's awesome. So what about the chat, man? What do they want to see from the convention?
Well, Lewis is saying that Luke Cage season 2 was 8 out of 10 for him.
Really?
So maybe that might give you some glimmer of hope because clearly you don't believe anything I say. So
no, you're absolutely right. I don't.
Yeah. My word ain't shit.
Well, hey Lewis, what did you think about season 1? That would make me see if I can agree with you with what you're saying with season 2. It would make me want to watch it. So I didn't like season 1. I couldn't even finish it. What do you call it's going to be? The Iron Fist is going to be at the convention.
Yeah.
Oh god, they need to cancel that.
Yeah, the Iron Fist could stay there. The Iron Fist could stay there. Jesus.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I heard that. I didn't even watch it, but I heard it was pretty bad.
You know, usually with all the formulas, it's like, okay, you discover that you have a power, you're trying to figure it out. We go with you through this journey. You get to the end, and it's like, I've mastered this. No, this guy can't figure out what to do with it still, and it's just like, feel bad for me. It's like, no, I don't feel bad for you. You should not exist. They should cancel you. And then what do? They renew it. Why?
Because he's the Iron Fist.
God, I couldn't stand. I watched it because I had to, but it was painful.
One fist to rule them all.
See, that's the funny thing about Iron Fist, though, is that I watched it the same thing. I didn't think it was that good. I watched the entire thing because I felt that I had to finish it. I could not finish Luke Cage. I couldn't do it.
Why not?
I don't know why, man. It was aggravating me to all hell. The show. I couldn't. I didn't like the characters
It's because
he had
they
to
didn't have
fight.
Spanish music.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was no merengue or anything like that. I needed something different other than hip hop music. No, I felt like Luke Cage they didn't have a formidable foe for him. You know, like the guy that he was fighting, I felt didn't have any real powers, and I didn't understand how he kept besting Luke Cage, and it just was I don't know. I found it kind of boring. You know, I couldn't get through it. So
Dark Mufasa is saying that he wants to see the Spider-Man legendary scale figure.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes,
yeah.
that is.
I do want to see that.
And it probably will have that because they've been talking about that for a long time.
How big is that supposed to be? Really big or
It's a half scale.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
it's gonna be massive.
It's gonna be big.
That's what she said.
George, just to go back on what you said as far as like the villain on that show, it's kind of like going back to Ant-Man and even Iron Man, the first Iron Man, when their formula for the final enemy was somebody who is somewhat similar to the hero. And to me, that's boring. So hopefully with the new Ant-Man movie, I think some sort of stealthy character, I'm not sure what the powers are, but you know, it's not going to be somebody who also can do the same thing, which is stupid.
Looks like
in season 2, it looks like they have a guy who is strong enough to go against Luke Cage, which I think. Is
cool.
okay.
I haven't seen that, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
they're just getting into that. The
No
guy's
spoilers.
no. Well, I'm just saying
Right.
what the villain's name is.
Okay.
I think what was his name was Bush.
Bushwhacker.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Either Bushwhacker or Bush something. I forgot what it was called. But there was Bush in the front.
oh my God.
And we start to descend into the abyss here.
That's great.
I've got a question. This was not part of the topic, but I keep
Bushmaster. That was it. Bushmaster.
Okay.
I keep seeing these posts, and somebody posted something in the chat too about Infinity 4 and all the things. Are you guys believing some of these leaks, things that are coming out?
I haven't even seen anything in regards to any of that stuff.
Actually, I read something that the title is going to be N-War. One of the cinematographers put that in their posting online or a resume. Or what did I say? Endgame, which makes sense because that's the same exact line that, God, what's the character's name?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange says we're in the Endgame now.
Right.
And I think it fits beautifully. I like it.
Okay.
Better than Far Away from Home or whatever.
That's Spider-Man.
We're agreeing on.
Well,
Spider-Man
didn't Iron Man say that in Age of Ultron? He's like, wasn't this the end game was to create Ultron? So they wouldn't have to fight. So they wouldn't have to fight the fight anymore.
He did say that too. Bringing it all around. Seth trying to piece together those things.
Yeah.
Got to get those
on
nooks and
live
crannies.
TV.
All right, guys.
I like your brother's comment. He goes, Bushmaster, master of the bush. The ladies love him.
I just saw that too.
That's a good one, John. I like that.
George, does XM go to Sideshow Sideshow to San Diego Comic-Con?
They're not going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. They are going to be at New York Comic-Con.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I will be there.
Nice. Yeah,
If
this
they
is
have
the
pictures
first,
of that new cap. Take pictures.
second time that they're going to be. The Cap won't be there.
Oh
So,
no.
Yeah, they only come to the United States with licensed products that they could sell here, so it's going to be completely DC. And yeah, they're Marvel products. You can only catch them at conventions overseas. So like Singapore Comic Con in September, I think is when that releases, and I think they're also Asia Comic Con. I can't remember the others that they're in a lot of different conventions overseas. So
Cool.
Are you guys going to the New York Comic Con at all, or no?
Calvin is definitely going. I'm trying to find a way to go.
Calvin, I need that red chrome Batman in my life, bro.
Do I have to get a lottery to stand in line to get the opportunity to buy a pop?
Dude, you get that one, man. I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life, dude.
Oh boy,
All right,
that's a lot of loving right there, Calvin.
That's like
Sounds like a win.
That's like you name the time, you name the place. I'm there, dude.
I
tell you
cannot
something,
right now.
man.
I cannot. Is it not
My
time?
boy
to
there,
end the
bro.
show yet?
He'll keep you warm in the
Is it not
in
time to end the
cold.
show yet? It's enough.
All right.
I got you, Calvin.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us on that Geek Show. Again, we're coming to you live every Monday night right here at MCE at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch more of these shows at mcecentral.com, as well as all of our other shows like Statue Fanatic, What's Poppin', and Marvelous Statues. So, again, thank you for joining us. And until next time, keep it marvelous.
Peace.
Peace.
Dose.
Only Seth.
I just yell whatever I want. I don't know.